Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south, more specifically Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom. I'm going to be spending the day here at Animal Kingdom experiencing the experiences, but I arrived here early, 7:30 a.m. and I noticed one of the rides, the Flight of Passage in the Avatar area, the wait time was already 75 minutes, so I figure I should probably jump in line, because if I waited any longer, it would quickly become unreasonable. So hopefully this ride will measure up to this 75-minute wait time at such an early point. Follow me. You can see the winding line. We haven't even entered the real attraction queue yet. You can see the blue Avatar goo running down the trees. You can see the floating land masses over our heads as we walk through this line. Some really beautiful theming in this section of the park. Alright, we've entered some sort of space cave. Oh wow, look at this blue cave right here. Alright, moving into some sort of science lab here. Oh, look at this giant alien skull. Oh, there's some sort of bizarre little slime monster in there. Oh wow, that is cool right there. We got a Avatar alien in a tube. So I do believe that this is the sort of ride where I'm probably not going to be able to hold the camera, so I will see you on the other side. Alright, so pretty cool simulator ride. You're like on the back of like this pterodactyl alien creature. And you know, the seat moves, it takes you through, flying through the sky. Really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of like simulator type rides where there's a screen. I like dark rides where there's like animatronics and solid things, but it was still a very, very cool ride. So yeah, this is called Pandora. This is the Avatar themed area of Animal Kingdom, the most recent land that has been added. And when they first announced this, I was really confused. I'm like, wait a minute, they're gonna make a whole land on Avatar? I mean, it's a movie. I mean, do people like that movie? And then I found out, apparently it was like the biggest movie of all time for some reason. And no one, I guess it was almost like it was like a very, very brief period of time where it was very, very popular. But maybe they're making more movies, I think they're making more movies. They gotta be making more movies. But yeah, I've seen the movie. It's a cool movie. It's got a lot of really cool visuals, and so yeah, very amazing theming here in this particular land. So let's go see what else it has to offer. So apparently you can have your entire body scanned and have yourself transformed into a little avatar figure. This is Neytiri, princess of the Amaticaya clan. It's one of the giant evil mechanical bodysuits from the movie. Yeah, there's really no questioning how awesome the theming is over here. This is a more traditional dark ride known as the Navi River Journey here. moving around in the bushes. Looks like there's animals skittering around on top of those leaves right there. Oh, what are those? Oh, there's like a priestess right there. This is the Tree of Life, kind of the iconic symbol of Animal Kingdom. If you look in the trunk, you can actually see that the tree is built out of animals. There's different animal carvings all throughout the tree. You can see down here in the root system, we have a buffalo there. There's a deer right there. Now, Animal Kingdom was the 4th Disney park that was built here in Florida, and like the name says, it is themed after animals. Both animals of the present, animals that are fictional, as we saw in the Pandora area, and animals of the past, as we are about to see. All right, gonna head into DinoLand U.S.A. and observe some of the dinosaurs that they have here. This restaurant's called Trilobites, which is pretty funny. Looks like this desk belongs to Scrooge McDuck. Here are some of his private collections of dinosaurs. You remember he used to jump into a big vat full of money. It'd be cool to see him like jump into a big vat full of dinosaur bones. On top of this snack shack, we have a couple velociraptors fighting over a cooler. This dinosaur is wearing a spotted scarf. Check out this dinosaur fountain right here. He's spewing saliva down into that bowl. I really love this old school folk art dinosaur made out of bottles and concrete. Here we have a pretty amazing dark ride known simply as Dinosaur. Let's head in. Now the queue line here is set up like a traditional bone-based dinosaur museum.
Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before the asteroid hits. Let's roll!
Very, very bumpy ride.
Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
My God, that's horrible. Chowing on a little dinosaur. Oh, jeez.
Identify!
Carnivores.
Definitely not our dino. Four-wheel drive, move it!
Now, if those dinosaurs were a little too terrifying, here's some fun dinosaurs at this section built to look like a roadside attraction. Check out this big guy up here. They do have a cool roller coaster here, the Primeval Whirl, but sadly it looks like it's closed down today. A little dino diner here made out of a little trailer. Interesting they chose Triceratops as the dinosaur that flies in a circle. Seems like there may have been other more flying style dinosaurs that could have been chosen. A chariot awaits. Here we go. Apparently this lever right here will control our dinosaur. We can raise up a little higher. For some reason they're blasting Smash Mouth. We're all raising to a certain height. Getting ready to drop down. Here's a barkulator. This is a collar that translates a dog's bark into people talking. So it looks like we can give it a try here. We've got to bark into the speaker while we're holding the button. So let's try this out. Bark, 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 bark.
Oh, I smell churros. I like churros very much.
I don't even really like churros that much, to be honest. And suddenly, we're in Tibet. And there is the big money roller coaster of Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest. You actually have to be as tall as a Yeti's foot to ride this. All right, so heading inside of Expedition Everest. You can see some old computers at this desk, almost like an old office where expeditions would be launched from. There's a shrine to the Yeti. You can see people have left offerings of pennies. You can see all these Yeti carvings and Yeti imagery. All right, we're now entering through the Yeti Museum. Some various different carvings of Yetis. Here's the remains of an expedition where the Yeti tore apart the tent, destroyed all their cookware. Yetis are mean. And here's some photos that were found on a camera at the campsite. Check out this Yeti right here. That is terrifying. Some various animal turds right there. Ooh, and there's a bona fide Yeti footprint along with a Gigantopithecus skull, which is possibly the same species as the Yeti. Oh my gosh, look how big this footprint is. This may not be a normal Yeti we're dealing with. Of the Yeti right there. We are really high up here. Uh-oh. Looks like the Yeti has torn up the tracks. That's not good. Oh, there's an eagle up there. I've never noticed that before. Here we go. Oh, okay, now we're in. Uh-oh, there's the Yeti. Be bad. Hello. Can you see him? Can you see him? All right, I don't know if you actually spotted the Yeti there. He can be a little hard to see, even though he's enormous. And that's kind of one of the sad things about Expedition Everest. When they created the ride, they created the largest animatronic ever. This massive hulking Yeti that grabbed at your train car as you went by. Unfortunately, about a month after the ride opened, the Yeti broke down. And apparently they had difficulty getting into the mountain to fix it because of the way it's built. Apparently the mountain was built over top the Yeti, so it's almost impossible to get to. So the Yeti has been broken for well over a decade now. It only operated for like a month. And in order to keep it somewhat appearing as though it's moving, they do a strobe light on it and blow a fan at it. which is really sad because I would love to see that Yeti in full operation mode.
That's enough, boys. Let's settle down. For the last time, I want quiet! Thank you.
And believe it or not, there actually are animals here at the Animal Kingdom. And we're gonna go see some at the Kilimanjaro Safari.
All the animals out in the Little Aturi Forest are reliant on the forest for their survival. Nile crocodiles will sometimes have their mouths open, and that's just their way of cooling themselves down. Now these dogs do look quite cute and quite cuddly, but sable antelopes are also the emblem of this Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Passing by some Ankole cattle here. Ankole cattle are a form of domestic cattle. Mandrill monkeys have that red and blue coloration to their face with pockets in their cheeks, which allows them to store as much food in their cheeks as they do in their stomach. Some elephants towards the back there also, that smaller elephant, around 2 or 3 years old as well. A little bit easier to see.
On there on that rock.
Distinguish the male and female lion because that
the safari ride used to actually be a lot different. They had this subplot with an animatronic elephant, and there was poachers. I think they actually fired machine guns at you, like the evil poachers fired machine guns. And there was a bridge that like acted like it was going to collapse when you went on it. I think they decided maybe there was just too much going on. They were trying to give you an animal tour and all this crazy stuff was happening, so maybe they toned it down a little bit. But anyways, I appreciate you guys joining me here at the Animal Kingdom today. If you'd like to see other places I've been, please check the interactive map in the description. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider buying a t-shirt. Consider donating to Patreon. A $3 or more donation will get you a postcard once a month. But for now, this one's in the bag.